Bill Weaver's up next, coached by NRHA Professional Josh Visser.
We all need to be reminded of what happened and the people that served to help pick up from the disasters.
Bill raises and trains field trial bird dogs and competes with them on horseback, often covering 120 miles in a 3-day weekend. But he still finds his second year in this reining competition a challenge. His coach couldn't be more into it if he were riding himself.
I get into it. I get just as much pleasure watching my non-pros or the people I'm helping do good as if I was out there riding. So I like to see them succeed.
Well, it was just as much fun as last year.
Yeah, did you learn from last year to this year?
Well, I hope so. I'd hate to have a flat learning curve, but this is a great horse, and we had a good time. So they really got a light mouth compared to most horses, and that's really a pleasure. That's part of the problem for me transitioning. When you've ridden other kind of horses, but the least little bit of movement on the rider's part, and the horse is looking for a cue. So that's the main difference for me.
Coming up, NRHA Professional Josh Visser shares his program for getting your horse started in the circles, an important drill for riders in all disciplines. Don't ride off.
All right, this is a 2-year-old stallion by Magnum with a Dream. It's actually the first offspring by Magnum with a Dream that we're starting this year. He's out of a mare by the name of Calico Whiz, who was by Topsail Whiz. This colt's got about 30 days on him, and today I'm going to show you what I do to teach my 2-year-olds their set of circles. The first thing that I feel that is very important is that the horse is traveling forward, and this kind of eliminates the ducking and diving that a young 2-year-old will do naturally. And I do that by long trotting the horse. When I start long trotting this horse, I do not really particularly care where his head or neck is at. I'm going to be more concerned that he's traveling forward. And once he's traveling forward, then I'm going to ease him up into a lope. But as his head is kind of coming up and he's dropping it and he's kind of going left and right, I'm just going to wait till that all comes out naturally by just pushing him forward. And what this does is it eliminates some of the ducking and diving that he will potentially do when I lope him off. So I'm just trying to eliminate a little bit of a problem a little bit later on. And he's traveling pretty good forward here. I may add a little bit of face. As I add a little bit of face, it's important that I just pick up very softly and just barely ask. And as soon as he gives his neck downward, I'm going to drop my hands and reward him. I'm going to do it again, just barely pick up and ask and then release. It's very important when you start teaching these babies to bridle up that you ask as slowly and quietly as you can and reward often. And that keeps their desire up to try to please you. Now he's starting to relax and travel forward and drop that neck naturally. And I'm pretty happy with that. You want to be a little bit careful that they don't trip there. I'm just going to ease them up into a lope. And as I ease them up into a lope, notice I've got some slack pitch to him, and I'm not going to worry about where his head or neck is at this point. I'm going to just lope a couple circles, get him comfortable, get him relaxed, and get him traveling forward before I go to teaching him anything.